We are back with the professional, none other than Mr. Mikey. What's up, dude?
Not much, man. What's going on?
What's going on, dude? This dent is a lot smaller than the dent I brought you before, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I don't think this door latches, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, this one won't be as tough as the last one, that's for sure.
This dude has the coolest setup in the world. Wow. Congrats, bro.
Thanks, man.
Today, the mission is to fix
to shine this dent up so we don't have to. I'm kidding.
You know, we're trying to remove the rest of the body damage on here. Wow, that polishing is so nice.
Yeah, right?
This paint is like so, well, this one's fine, but
you're gonna have like that shiniest square.
It really does look shiny there too. Is there even clear coat still left on this?
Yeah, it's just chalky. Yeah, the only reason I'm buffing it is so the glue for the tabs will stick to it.
Oh, I see. Why does that look so good? It feels really smooth. The rest of the car looks so chalky. You can't even hear it.
Yeah. But it's like butter.
It's smooth, baby.
Alright.
It looks a lot worse now that it's polished out.
It's polished partially so the glue will stick, but also so I can see the reflection in the light while I'm pulling it.
Hey, bro, you just dented it.
Sorry, guy. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. The light makes a huge difference.
Yeah, now you can see all the dents.
That's cooked.
Did you guys push it out at all, or did you get it down?
Yeah, the day we got it, I did
Yeah.
smack it from the inside. I had a feeling it was a bad idea because
It was.
I know that makes it harder to smooth out. My bad. I wonder if I can find a picture of how it used to look. So you're just trying to hit all the high spots down right now?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to push back in what you pushed out.
I see.
To some degree. Because like with it out right here, it's going to end up with a big...
I see.
If we can't get it down, we'll be able to, like, for lack of better terms, just like fake it in so it's not so obvious, you know what I mean?
For sure.
But what happened was when you pushed it out or whatever, you... Remember I was telling you how if you like just shove the middle of a dent out, you stretch it really bad?
Right.
When we did your other car?
Oh no.
That's what happened here.
That's what we did here.
Yeah, you just overstretched it, but we might be able to get it back.
A lot of massaging if I remember correctly.
Yes. Just right on the corner there, would have been out no problem. Like the whole thing would have walked out.
You're telling me this dent, if I didn't push it out, would have taken 20 minutes?
Yeah, it would have been like a longer tab right here, and then a couple tabs right here, and maybe like push the back of this out a little bit, the whole thing would have just like melted away.
So if you got a little dent, don't hammer it out from the inside.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
Take it to a professional.
Literally. I am not a professional.
No offense, obviously.
No, I'm not. I can admit that. Clearly. I mean, look at what I did.
Hey man, you were just trying, right?
I was trying.
You just wanted to look.
I did a really bad job too. So I gotta ask about the glue sticks. Is this, you're just trying to pull some of the dents out right now, right?
Yeah, it's the same stuff that PDR guys use.
Okay, so it's light PDR work first?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, like I don't do actual PDR stuff, obviously. Everything that I do with the intent of using a little bit of filler, but
okay.
What this does is, instead of me pushing it out from the back, it's a little bit more controlled. The gist of it is, you pull the stuff out, you over pull it, and then you
knock it back down a little bit.
Knockdowns. I got a couple different ones. And
oh, okay.
this is called a blending hammer. It's kind of rounded right there. Kind of see it?
Yeah.
So like you use this on your high spots and your crowns. Like you see it's kind of high right there. Just tap it down like that. And it puts all those little dimples in it. And if I was doing actual PDR, which I can't do, I'm not that good. But if I was doing actual PDR, then I would go through with a pick on the back and poke all these low spots up.
Wow.
So, like when you see those videos of those dudes that do like dents the size of your chest.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the same stuff they're using.
Oh, okay.
It's not just a normal glue stick, but for lack of better terms, it's a glue stick.
Oh, okay. So it's actually a separate style. Okay.
Yep. So, and it's like they're all temperature rated. So like this is good for like 60 to 75-ish degrees. It pulls pretty good. And then I have another one that's gray that pulls when it's really hot out. So like,
Yeah, because I noticed you pulled it off like with ease.
Yeah,
You know, hot
so-
glue
well-
would not be like that.
well, it releases. This is just alcohol.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like 99% isopropyl alcohol.
Okay.
So you just spray this on it and releases the glue.
How about that, man?
But the big dudes that like do those huge dents with the PDR stuff, they'll like glue some 2x4s and like use some clamps to spread the whole dent
they
out.
get creative with it.
Yeah, dude, and it's sick. Like it works. I do
Yeah.
that at work sometimes.
Do you really?
Yeah. I don't think we'll have to, but if this doesn't come out over here, and if I can get it out with the glue, like we might put one of the posts up for the lift, and I'll use a ratchet strap, and I brought a thing with a hook on it, and we'll pull it like that, the same way we pulled your other stuff, just without a hydraulic ramp.
Okay. Yeah, oh, I guess it is dipped in right there.
Yeah, it's just pinched a little bit. It ain't bad. It might just come out. Pull the dent out, push the dent back in, basically.
I love it. I love when you put it into simple
Yeah.
terms. It's like, pull dent, push dent.
Yeah, pretty much. You can just go back and forth until it's like, my goal is always to get it just like one coat of glaze. That way it's really nice, really thin, the metal's where it's supposed to be, and then it doesn't like get all tin canny and stuff, it stays really tight.
Yeah. You know what you're doing, that's for sure, man.
Thanks, man. Well, that's convenient because I love doing this kind of work. We're like two peas in a pod, you know what I'm saying? And like even with the stock exhaust, like you can still hear it a little bit, but and like you can hear the turbo spool up even in the stock exhaust and everything. It's like, you know, yeah, dude.
This one's gonna be satisfying when you pull it. You can already see how low that
Well,
one is.
it either is or it isn't.
Really?
It's either gonna like yank right out or it's not gonna move at all. But that's kind of the beauty about the glue. Like if it's not ready to come out, it ain't gonna come out. And if you force it out, it's like when you push the middle of this out, it just tightens it up really bad.
I see.
And then you have to work backwards. You have to like stuff the whole thing in and start over. I hope you didn't mess it up too bad that it won't clean up, you know?
Oh?
I mean, it did a yank.
Oh, it did yank out a little bit.
It did a yank. See how the center of it was right there? And it pulled this line out. So now what we'll do is I'll try and get this out, and that should pull the center of this down and just like smooth the whole area out. It'll be a little wobbly still, but spread it out like what we were doing on your last car, where we were trying to just stretch the dent out. Basically, that's essentially what I'm doing here.
I love it. Well, it's not that it looks better, but it looks less folded in.
Exactly, yeah. This was in probably about a ½ an inch before.
Half inch, wow.
But we worked back here a lot too. So like there was a crease right here from whatever, and then you can see like there's those lines in the paint. It was pooched up really hard right here. So there's a really high spot here, and then obviously when you have a high spot, it's low on both sides of the high spot pretty much. So we worked that high spot down a little bit, and then what I'm doing here is I'm trying to pull this out, and that'll pull this that way, and then hopefully we can get this done out right here. So, and we worked a little bit down here too, because you want to work the whole area.
Absolute wizard. I like this super glue method. Well, hot glue, I guess.
Dude, I haven't done a conventional repair since I'm like not even kidding.
Really?
No, like I still hammer and dolly stuff when needed,
Right.
but like,
This is default.
yeah, dude, like 95% of the repairs I do at work, I use this stuff for. And
That's
it's like a
so
no-brainer.
It's way less messy, it seems, too.
Yeah, dude. Well, and it's better, like longevity-wise for the repair. It's better because you're not marring up the backside of the paint, so you're not making corrosion hotspots. The old standard procedure was to use those weld-on nails, you know.
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
When you use those nails, it burns off the paint on the back of the panel, so you make a hotspot for corrosion. So like if you're in a moist area, basically, or like if it gets humid, or if you get any water in the car, or anything like
It'll
that.
start rusting up.
Exactly, it'll start rusting up, and then, you know, eventually that stuff eats through a panel, you know?
We don't want that.
Exactly. So like at work, or well here too, but like you can combat that by coating the inside of the panel, but it's not, like you can't always get to it, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like 9 times out of 10 if you were using those nails, it was an area you couldn't get to. So like the best you could do would be to like spray some cavity wax back there. You never really
Just
know.
hope for the best.
Yeah, I mean that's all you can do,
spray,
but exactly, but you never know if you're actually getting it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So But this doesn't hurt the back of it at all. It's literally, it's just
a little bit of glue.
It's just glue.
This looks way better already.
It looks ugly because it's wavy, right?
Yeah, it's got the little dimples, but I'm sure
like this big high spot has actually gone down quite a bit.
I can tell.
Like it was like a big freaking pimple basically, but and like it's still there, but
right. No, it looks good. It's like funny to me seeing you just bang it with the hammer because I'm like, I could just walk up and be like, yeah, I'm fixing this quarter, you know.
Totally fixing this thing right now, dude. I'm pretty alright, man.
Like that's what it looks like to like, you know, the average person, but you know where you're hitting it.
I'm doing stuff.
This is such an art form, dude.
Definitely takes a lot of practice and patience. I just want that freaking wing. It's coming out.
Yeah,
the one that was right here.
Mm-hmm.
It is coming out. But like this big spot right here, that's low, like on the line right here, isn't gonna move unless I can get that ridge to go down. Like this dent's being held in by this super tight crease right here. Yeah. And like you can see there's another crease right next, like on the other side of it. So, but that's what I was getting at when like you pull it out, you push it in, you got to work it a bunch, and you have to, like if it's binding up right here, like I worked all this area around here, and I was messing around up here a little bit, and
trying to loosen it up.
You have to relax the metal where it's bound up, and it's bound up because of the stuff around it, basically.
I see.
If it doesn't move and you force it, it'll tighten up in a way that you're not going to get it out. Like I said, the goal is to just do like a super
one pass.
Like if I can do one coat of glaze, I'll be really, really happy with that, you know?
Definitely.
Like we did on yours, like put it on a little thick so I've got room to play with.
Yep.
You know, glaze it, sand it out. If it blocks out really nice, if there's pinholes, obviously you got to fill the pinholes.
Right.
The goal is super thin, one coat, be done.
Super thin.
I don't like being dusty despite being a body man.
It's gonna be a good pull, I can already tell. Ooh, this is looking incredible. You know, I laugh about you just smacking the quarter panel, but like it's actually straightening out. So you're working on this crease right here?
Yeah. So the fuel pocket's pinched right here, and this is where they always bind up, and I can't get them out because there isn't a whole lot of access to the back. So
it looks a little warped right there.
Yeah, this is like a big Z, so it goes out, in, and then behind where this folds over, it's straight, and it actually has a little lip that comes out to like here. This spot and this spot on the pocket that's behind the quarter panel is pinched together, but they're like they're really hard to get unpinched because you can't get, like I can't just go behind it and whack it. If I could get like a spoon or something back there and just whack it like really tight, it would just pop right out and it's no big deal. But all the inner structure comes out to like right here.
Right.
On the inside, like maybe 6-8 inches away from this. So like I'm forced to use a pry bar and a block of wood or something equivalent too, but it's just tough to get that pocket to straighten because the pocket's what's holding this in right here where this little dent is right there.
Yeah, I see.
But like every time you shock it, the pry bar wants to slip off that lip, and then if I'm pushing on the skin, it's not actually doing anything there, it's just messing up the skin.
Pretty complex spot.
not an easy spot, that's for sure. The release part, where there's supposed to be a little release thing right there.
Right.
The release thing is right here.
It's
So like,
in
I
the
can only
way.
push the block of wood so far up, and I can only get the pry bar so far up. So the pry bar wants to be down here, and I really need it right there.
Damn. All this dirt just flying down here. That helped a bunch.
Yeah,
This angle looks way less acute.
It opened up right here. Not entirely sure how I got it to do it, but fix dents and eat ice cream. It's
Ice cream.
fun, bro.
Dude, we need an ice cream break. What are you talking about?
It's gonna have a good time, man. Like, that's what your cars say. Like, they come over and they're like, hey, man, I'm just here to chill. Gonna fix some stuff.
He was saying a lot of other times when he tries to, fix pockets or weird spots like that, other cars aren't really cooperating, but the cars I bring him do cooperate.
They're just chill cars.
They're just
man.
chilling,
They just wanna
yeah.
come and hang out, dude. They're like really cool, you know?
I love that.
Like, they're not here to start a fight. They just want to kick back, drink a Mountain Dew.
They want to get straightened out too.
Yeah, man, like, they just want to hang out. They're like,
Right.
hey, man, literally just here to chill, bro. No expectation. What if the line was just perfect?
It's getting perfect. That's getting close, dude.
What if it was just perfect?
The line was pretty wonky before too.
So like that high spot from where you pushed it out is still high, and it's high in this line too. But I'm trying to like just
bring it in a little bit.
like I can't really push it too good, but like you can kind of see it moving.
Yeah. Ooh.
So what I'm trying to do is keep this line really nice and crisp, because if like we don't have to put filler in the body line,
Right.
that'd be sick, because like then the line's good, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, this is the hardest part to get to look right. This is like a little questionable on one coat. This might be like, you might end up with some ripples doing one coat on this because it's a little cool out. But I'll work on this a little bit more. But the rest of it's like definitely one coat for sure.
You're a freaking wizard.
Just trying my best, dog. You know?
So cool. You can see the shock ripple when you hit it.
So like that's what I was talking about in here too. Every time you hit this, the pry bar wanted to slip off that lip, and then I got to reset it with that piece of wood. That's why getting this out is so hard, but it did come out.
That's amazing. I'm still blown away by this. I love watching this kind of work. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of stuff too. It's not many people can do this, I feel like.
There's not a lot of people that like actually document the whole process. Start to
Yeah,
finish, you know?
that's
like a
true.
lot of times it's like they'll start it. Like if you watch muscle car people, like they'll start it, and then like you'll get like maybe 30 seconds of footage, and then it'll like fast forward and the whole thing's done.
Done,
It's like,
yeah.
But there's so much there, or you didn't do a whole lot, and that's why like
Right.
kind of sneaky.
How much filler is really in that
You
bed?
actually fix that?
No, we show it all here, baby. You know how we do it. Arts and crafts. Got the hot glue gun out.
Bro, this stuff is like 400 degrees, not even kidding.
Really?
It is an instant blister if it gets on your finger.
How hot is hot glue? Not that hot, is it?
I don't think normal hot glue is, no. But this stuff is like instant 2nd degree burn.
Oof. So that's like not forcing it how you were saying earlier.
Yeah, so if I kept tugging on this, it might break off, but it might not. And it already...
You got the pull you wanted though.
Yeah. Like you can see kind of how... Like you see how the light almost does like something like that kind of? Because I just pulled a high spot right here. So if I go too far, it's just going to be this big high spot. And this, your body line here is really nice right now. And it's pretty even, and I don't want to mess that up, so... Yeah, you can see I just pulled, like, this is really high right here now.
But you can easily knock it down now. Pull out, push in, pull out.
That's right. So much dedication. We do body work in the rain.
In the rain outside. Yeah, we were just saying like it's a perfect day, and now we have rain clouds on top of us. No. Let's see how far we get.
But that doesn't mean I'll soon be something.
This came directly off my 240.
Excellent. Oh, look at that, it matches and everything.
It's pretty good. Is this a low spot now, or is it just not in all the way?
It's probably low right here.
Then again, I don't know how smooth these were from the factory, you know?
I mean, they probably weren't perfect, but
Still not bad though.
yeah, it's still a little high right here. A little low right here.
Well, we came across some unexpected rain, so we had to relocate inside the garage. I can hardly tell there's even a dent on this quarter panel. So cool how fast he's able to knock this out. There's a rainbow. It's so crazy. I don't know the last time I saw a rainbow this visible, especially the purple. Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool, baby.
Mikey has pulled the dents out as much as we're willing to do with the time we have. So, this is how it looks. I think this looks quite incredible. How long would you say we were doing this for? Like 3 hours? It's 6:38.
Yeah, between all the rainbows we saw.
Had to take a rainbow break.
And farting around we did, yeah. Probably about 2.5, 3 hours.
Wow. I'm always impressed. So the next step here is some filler. Now when you apply filler, do you sand it all the way down or like a scuff or?
We'll have to see. These look like they're cracks. They go all the way through. So if the cracks right here go down to the metal, then yeah, we'll go down to the metal. If they don't go down to the metal, then no, we'll leave it on.
Okay.
The filler that I use can either go on bare metal or it can go on primed or painted surfaces as long as it's scratched. We'll prep it with some 120 because I'm just going to glaze it. I have a feeling we're going to have to go down to metal, but ideally we don't have to because then you don't break that.
Protection?
Yeah, you don't break the paint barrier for corrosion protection.
Does it have a number on it or you can just tell? Oh, it
That's
does.
400. It's like stamped in here too. But
I see. So Mikey did already blow the panel off, he got all the dust off. So what he's doing now is heating it so that the body filler sticks better, right?
not so much so it sticks better, but so it cures properly.
Cures properly, yeah, because it's starting to get colder out. Fall is coming. Summer is unfortunately coming to an end, so we have to take that into account when we're mixing body filler.
Yes, I was saying earlier, when the weather starts to change like this, I get so used to using a smaller amount of filler when it's like 80, 90 degrees outside. Otherwise the filler it'll cure too fast.
Right.
So it'll start curing and it'll start looking like cottage cheese and not spreading nice. But when the temperatures change like this and it goes from like 75, 80 in the afternoon down to like mid 60s or so, it's a pretty big adjustment as far as how much hardener you're using. And sometimes you don't put enough in. It'll cure on the inside, but it won't cure all the way onto the outside. You get this like gummy, sticky stuff you got to take off first, and it just makes a mess. So preheat the panel a little bit. Use a little bit more hardener than I would have 4 hours ago. Should be good to go.
Sick. Yeah, dude, when I was doing some of the body work on the Z, it was like 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And we put the correct, ratio in for the hardener, and we mixed it up, and the first swipe was cheese. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to not have happen, but find the happy medium, because otherwise it'll just stay water forever.
Oh, that's not good either.
Yeah, you don't want it. You don't want it running off the panel either, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good though. Even with it sanded, You can see like the low and high spots and whatnot, but it's way better than before.
This is only sanded down so far because of that cracked paint that was there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Was it cracked all the way down?
Yeah.
And if you didn't sand it all the way down, that'd be a bad adhesion surface or something?
Yeah, like the filler can shrink up around the cracks and stuff. You'll see it in the filler.
That looks yummy. Is that mint? Toothpaste?
Mint Oreos, bro.
Mmm. Well, this one's red. That's cool. You know, when I was mixing body filler, all I could think about is how well you mix yours. That's so good. I was like, how did he do it? Because mine like kept falling off the edges and whatnot. Oh yeah, you got it down to a science.
Yeah. Well over a decade of doing this every day.
Oh wow. 10 years is insane. Well, I mean, it's showing, dude. Your skills are really showing.
Thanks, man. Wow. Started when I was 18. I'm 33. What do you think, man? Think you got this in one coat?
One pass? I believe so.
The only spot that I'm wondering if we're going to need to because of it back here.
Now, what is this stuff that you're using? This doesn't look the same as...
It's metal glaze. It's what I used to finish your other quarter panel, if you remember it.
Oh.
This is the stuff that goes on like really... It's self-leveling.
Okay, it's the more liquidy stuff.
Yep. Yeah, the other stuff is used for build. This is just used for finish work.
That's cool that we didn't need to use any build.
Yeah, arguably we could have used some back here, but
okay.
This you get build with this, just not as much.
I see.
It's not meant to be used for build. Do I take it out of the body line or do I leave it in the body line? Dog, perfect timing.
Did it just harden?
Yeah, it's like hard enough that it won't run anymore. Dude, we might have got that in one coat.
I believe that's going to be a one coat. Use the same board every time?
Yeah, this is about the most unofficial bodywork thing that I do.
Unofficial?
Yeah, you're not really supposed to do this, but...
It works? So you just smooth it out, and I saw you sand it before you put some filler on there. Is
yeah,
that like
there were some, like, chunks on it. The reason you're not supposed to do this is because it can dry out the filler while you're spreading it.
I mean, I'd say it works.
Like, we definitely don't do this at the body shop. This is like some real 80s body man technique, you know?
I like that. Garage style, baby.
Yeah.
Time to see what's under the tarp.
Okay.
You can put that right on this car. I'll take it home with me too.
Make like a 1/4 or a 1/2 inch spacer for the subframe and like lower the engine and then just adjust the suspension.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? So there's more room for the hood.
Yeah. So he was saying his KA is too tall to run that hood because SRs, you know, most commonly run with hoods like that are shorter. Wow, this is really nice. I like how dark the purple is. It looks black, but then you see it in the light.
Yeah.
It's got a nice plum to it.
In the sun, it like blows up super vibrant purple.
I bet. Wow, what a cool unit.
The colors that it's like actually like mostly black toner, and then it has a bunch of red and blue pearl in it, which gives it that purple.
I love that.
So like if you look down the side,
right.
all you like the quarter's black, but then when you like stare at it right on,
I like
it
that.
turns super.
Visors?
Yeah, man.
I don't think I've seen that for a hatch. That's cool.
They're Nissan piece. I'm pretty sure you can still buy them new.
Really? Well, that's cool. You got yourself a little note here.
Yeah. Yeah.
No brakes.
Yeah.
Oh, got the best tails ever.
Because there was power to it. They're retrofitted with an LED ring.
Oh, I got the LEDs in there?
They're LED, so the running light is like an LED ring.
Oh, I need to see that
And the brake
eventually.
light is
That's cool. Wiperless, wingless trunk. Nice touch.
I mean, I have a kouki spoiler that I'm definitely drilling holes for. But...
You know, we did the same thing on hers, I can't lie.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
It's acceptable.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got some metallic in,
Yeah.
in the roof. I love that.
Yeah. So, that's a pretty chill car, man.
Can I open it up?
Of course.
180 seats. Come on. Crackless dash. Is that a HUD dash too? I see a little thing over there. Oh, no way. You got the auto climate control.
Yeah, and it works.
It works too?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that works. It's got the
Manual seat belts.
belts with the trim and everything.
It's 180 SX option only. I've never seen this in person. The A-pillar 180 trim
Oh, yeah.
without the track in it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's got the grab handle.
Yeah,
for
on this
passenger.
side. I love that. Yeah, the headliner you said was different, right?
Yeah, so the US headliner stops like right about here
Okay.
because these A-pillar plastics stick out further for the track, for the seatbelt.
Mm-hmm.
So the 180 one goes in further because these are actually shorter.
So there's a lot of rare parts on this car. And the back seats are 180. Wow. I love this.
Thanks, man. I have good dash trim too. I just haven't put it on yet in case I have to pull the dash.
Yeah, that's like the last piece that goes
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Once it's like done and I drive it for a couple of years, maybe I'll put it in.
That's one of those one-time install
Yep,
pieces.
exactly.
Yep. And these are uncracked too. Very nice, very nice. Nice shifter. Got the manual shifter bezel here. Man, cool car. Good job.
Thanks, dude.
That looks so clean. And I have to admit, I don't think I've ever seen anyone with tubs on S13 utilize the stock wiper reservoir. That's amazing.
Windshield stay clean, dog, you know?
Mounted fuse box. This thing's legit. Both sides. Mounts. We need to see this car in action soon. What's left? What do you need left on this thing?
Really all I gotta do is gaskets for the exhaust and the intake manifold.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just gonna pull the motor out for it. That way it's easy, I can get everything back together.
For sure.
Torque nicely without having to fight these stupid tubs, you know?
I forgot about the tub clearance issues.
Yeah. So, and it's like, I can just drop the whole engine out of the bottom with this, with the max jack.
Must be nice.
It makes it a lot easier to just do that, you know?
Definitely. That's amazing.
This is the last time it worked.
Hey, at least it worked on that day. Let's be honest.
We drove it, so it was like my drive-off car at my wedding, and then we drove it for the summer, and it stopped working like towards the end of the summer about now. So me and my wife drove it around for like 3-4 months, and then it was like...
Yeah, you can't take this sticker off.
I thought about like taking this off and then making, like, instead of it saying just, putting still.
I love that though. That's so pure.
Yeah.
That's cool that the car at least worked for your wedding. Let's be real.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
took
S13.
mad dash to get it done, get it ready. I think Jigs actually did most of the work getting it ready for my wedding.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully next year.
Things we do for the thumbnail. How did you even get up there, dude?
We're just chilling, dog. I climbed on a wheel. Might be a footprint on your roof. I don't know how I'm gonna get down, but I know I'm up here right now. Pretty damn close, dude.
I'd say so.
That's pretty acceptable.
Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty good. Okay.
What dent?
I'm gonna add just a little bit of filler right here to get that. We'll just like skim it like that. Finish sand all this and then we'll be ready to prime.
So I noticed this tape has a fold in it. Is that for the backing?
So it creates a soft edge for the primer. So like up here, it'll probably be pretty much on the tape. But like over here, I'm actually taping it where the paint's still a little bit shiny. So I'll prime this probably to like here-ish, and then whatever blows out when I feather it out, it just won't make a hard line, basically.
I see.
So like when whoever goes to prep it to paint it goes to like block this area, it'll feather out really nice on the edge, versus like if I just hard line it right there, you're gonna have like a millimeter or two build up, and then when you pull this off, you're gonna have a really sharp line, and then you have to like sand that line out, which goes into the primer that you want to like fill, basically. You know what I mean? So you don't want to get
So you're just creating less work for whoever
Yep.
paints it down the line. So this tool actually spits out the tape into this nozzle here that looks like is adjustable
yeah,
to how much of a fold you want on the
Yep.
end of the tape.
yeah, exactly.
That's so cool.
So then it just folds the tape over in these two things. You just pop these out and you run the piece of tape in it.
That's so neat. Color reveal.
The only one we had in stock. Because I don't know Andrew, but I wanted to text him and tell him to do this. I watched him dump that and I was like, no.
He did a good job though.
Yeah, he did. I was really impressed.
This is the secret funnel method.
Check it out, dog. Watch me spill this all over.
Don't spill.
Look at that, dog. Right to the 3, bro.
Little dribble. Okay. Oh.
It's clean, dog. Yeah, cause I was stomping the pussy.
Wow. What dent. That's amazing.
My lips. Get him, bro.
Here we go. This really looks incredible, dude.
Thanks, man.
Knocked it out of the park. I'm very pleased with it.
Hell yeah.
Especially for a one-day job. Not even one day. I came here like...
I got here too.
Like 2 or 3. One-day job is incredible. Alright, Mr. Mikey, thank you again for killing it once again.
No problem, buddy.
Hope to see you again soon.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, that's a killer job.
Thanks, man.
One day. Unbelievable. Thank you, brother.
It's a trend here.
It is a trend here. It is a trend here. But we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.